Welcome to the 212 Mafia YouTube channel.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We have got my new forks in from a Baja Warrior, and we have actually got it tore apart. And the new forks here, they look a lot, they're not that they look a lot different from the ad on eBay. They're just a lot thinner, and it really seems like they're not really made out of much. But the problem we got going on right now, turn this camera around real quick. Problem we have going on right now is there's the tube off of the new fork as far as it goes in there, which is fine. We had an idea that was gonna happen. So there's a little bit of play, but we can make that work. We can trim this thing down because it's hollow. We can trim it down. I can get a bushing made, or I can find a bushing for it. But now our main concern with this thing is that going to be thick enough to hold that mini bike, us jumping it, riding it hard, and I'm like 260. So is that gonna hold up? So that's our concern now. Jernigan here is trying to figure out why can't we get that part of that old fork that's bent straight. We got it all tore apart here. I'll show it to you. We've got it all tore apart. Got spring out, dust shield, all that good stuff. We don't know. Still trying to figure that out because first time we've had this one tore apart off of a mini bike. On a side note, Jernigan today, we dropped his bike off. We tested the VIN on mine. Mine didn't come back for any recalls at all. Mine's like a 2013 model, I think. His is a 2010, I believe. He has recalls open on his. So he got in touch with Baja and everything, or Massimoto, whatever the name is, and he had recalls open on his. So we're from Laurinburg, North Carolina. There's a shop in Rockingham, Monroe Small Engines. They were a qualified, certified dealer shop to work on them. So they sent him, that shop, they sent him the new parts. So we went and dropped his bike off this morning, and what his recall is the new front forks for the bike. So we talked to the owner. He said that once he replaces the new forks on Jernigan's bike, he will, if he's able to keep them, he'll give us the old ones back. So maybe we will have a solution to fixing mine. We might just put one of his old forks in here. But we are going to try to figure out how to get these things to work. Maybe for other people that are not able to get another set of forks for these bikes because they're discontinued. I found them online, but every time I click them, they're like $35. They're discontinued. So let's do some more digging on this thing, and we'll update you here in a little bit. We're going to do some more digging, and we'll let you know.
As Ike says, it'll be fun.
Alright guys, we'll get back to the mini bikes here in a minute. We also want to show you some of our new projects. Check them out. What we have here, sorry for the wind by the way if you can't hear us. Right here, this beaut is Ivy's new go-kart. Paid 30 bucks for it, runs like a champ. This thing right here, Jernigan's go-kart, is going to be our future projects for the channel. And
Got 50 bucks tied up in it. So we're gonna have to tear this motor off, see if we can get it running. Maybe if not, we'll swap it out. That sail is on that Harbor Freight. Yes. Looking like a 212 all day. Got to get some tires for it. I got the rim for that front left. I just got to get a matching set of tires, something to hold air so we can get out here and play on it. For the time being, this is a starting point. And right now we're sitting on them pretty right. far as price wise, so we'll let you know what we get as soon as we get it.
Note. And talking of, all right guys, on another note, we showed you the new go-karts, the new projects to the channel. We also have another big project. It's right here, this field. We're gonna make this into a track for mini bikes, our future projects, test, have fun, just make content with. We got to clean this wood out. We got some tractors. We'll bush hog it, do everything we need to do, get it pretty legit. So we'll show you the process on how we all do that. So stay tuned. We got some exciting stuff coming to the channel. Let us know what you think. Slinging dirt. Hey guys, you saw earlier Jernigan doing a little rip on the go-kart. I don't know if y'all can notice, but we had a hand throttle, and so he's done a little bit of engineering. Let me show it to you. This guy took a shifter cable, I'm assuming from a Chevrolet,
Of course.
and made it into or is making it into a throttle cable. Just doing the finishing touches on it. About time to get out here and do a little bit more ripping. And we also have now a little seat cushion. He's getting ready to, or he's putting that little hoe clamp on there to hold the housing down, or the weather stripping, whatever you want to call it, for that hose clamp, or for the throttle. I'm sorry. So we're gonna wrap this up and we're gonna do some ripping and sending it. It's a little go-kart here.
Go for a top speed run here. See what he has going on. Got to get my phone so you can open the app. Let's see what he's going to do. That thing says low. I hear him coming.
All right, Jernigan's going on a top speed ride on this go-kart. Let's see what he does. All right, guys, back to the mini bikes. So we have stopped progress on mine. Is what we're gonna do is wait till Jernigan gets his back next week from warranty work, and if we're gonna see if that guy, we're gonna see if he doesn't have to turn in his forks back to the company. If he doesn't have to, he's gonna give them back to us. But now on both bikes, we have the torque converters put on, and I've already burnt the belt up on mine, and I'll put a little clip of why. So here's Jernigan on some of the stuff we've had to do to the torque converters to make them work on these bikes, because they were just a generic 35 series off of Amazon. So he'll tell you about what we had to do.
All right, here's his belt. As you can see, these cheap belts don't hold up much. Like I say, he'll show a little clip of what was going on, the cause, all it is. I don't know if they got Kevlar enforced. I'm not sure. The way that belt distorted, I don't think there was much in it anyway. So we ordered new belts. I put a new belt on here today. What I did notice when we put mine together, the bearing, and the way this bike's sitting up here, you might not be able to get to it, but the bearing that,
Let's see that flashlight.
is right in there, right in here in this housing. That bearing took a dump on me, and I had to replace it. Well, after shopping around everywhere in town, I figured it'd be a common bearing. We run across the company Fastenal, and Bearing Limited runs a 6003, which is a deep groove metric bearing that fits those housings. So if you need one, you run across it. If you have a Fastenal anywhere near, you can get one pretty cheap, and they usually stock them on the shelf. As far as what he was saying with the forks, yeah, we're gonna wait and see what they do with my recall on my bike. When we get it back, we're having either install these new forks we got. We were gonna try them out. This housing here looks a little thin compared to the original housing here. The shaft size, they're a little thin wall on there, and I don't know if I'd trust that with all of the weight and abuse we're going to be putting on them. So let's set this aside. As soon as we find out what we're going to do with the bearing or with the struts from my bike, we'll let you know, update, see where we go from there.
Also with these torque converters, on the Bajas, we had to use a, what is it, M12 by 1.125 lug nut. 2 1/4, I believe is what it is.
Yep, 2 1/4 overall on it.
And I'm sure if anybody's watching this video on how to put a torque converter on, you've always seen where they've either lifted the motor an inch or had to cut the back of the plates. We cut the back of ours. But it all depends on your motor, bike, everything. It depends. We had to make, we had to put washers down in here to get the pulleys to set up right. And also, if you buy the, was it 35 series we have, torque converter off of eBay, it's like 50 bucks. It comes with a 35 sprocket on the back. The mini bikes we have a 5/8. So we had to, we took the sprockets off of our original jack shaft for this mini bike and had some bearing maker, and we made our own bearings for it, made it work. We've got one ride on these bikes. They're doing, as far as going up hills and everything, man, they're great. But I think we've lost the top speed a little bit, which we kind of like having some top speed. But what we do with these bikes, it's a lot more reasonable to get the torque instead of high top speed. So we'll do some more riding on them once we get the forks done on mine and get everything straightened out with Jernigan's. And we'll post some videos of how these things ride and how they do on the hills. Also, we will be showing later on how to put the LED headlights on it, like we've said before. Last video we talked about doing the different handlebars. So I did a little cheap solution. I got those little crossbars off of Amazon for like $7. Just to kind of get the look we were going for with the handlebars that we tried to put on. So yeah, that's our info we can give on torque converters and all that. So we will keep updating on different stuff. Hopefully next video we will have Jernigan's bike back and either be putting mine back together, or we'll already have it together. With either way, if we end up making these forks work, we will be sure and make a video of that, show y'all how it's going. But stay tuned. I know we had a lot going on in this video, so I hope everybody enjoyed. Like and subscribe, leave comments please, and always remember, raise hell, praise Dale.